ready to rock and roll. And again, a driver that could very well top qualifying if the run goes right, has the capabilities, has the machinery. Can he get it done for Lithuania?
Well, there he goes off the line. Benediktas Cirba, already aggressive, already putting that car right where it needs to be across the circuit. Freshly wet circuit. What can Cirba do? Into the outside zone nice and early. Look at that. Not too deep, not too shallow. Gets it right where the judges wanted to see it. Now, how can he do on this inside zone? Absolutely perfect. Doesn't touch the wall, keeps it clean as Cirba now fires into this long outside zone. Puts the back end and the tailgate and the spoiler right close to the wall, but doesn't flex them, just grazes the tail light along the wall. This is incredible from Cirba at the moment. Absolutely textbook. And what we like to see from the Lithuanian as he gets into the second to last outside zone. A little check-up that makes it work. Does flex the tailgate that time. Now starts to apply the pressure. Dials on the angle across the line.
Kevin Piskolty. And if you're a Piskolty fan...
Oh, I was wrong about something. Sorry, I'll let you carry on.
So Kevin Piskolty got an A. That's nothing surprising there. 88.5 on the first run for Kevin Piskolty, the Hungarian driver. A little wobble in the middle there. It looks like he kind of didn't expect the car to grip up in the centre, but he got it done by the start of the scoring zone, and he's right out to the wall, flexing the rear end of that E92 as he transitions back. Now, he was flirting with disaster the last time, but he flirts with perfection this time around as Piskolty puts it out to the edge of the track, trying to manage with the left foot brake to keep that car pushed out as far as possible. Doesn't make contact like Jack Shannon did in the run before, and he does a great job here of taking it right to the edge of the course. So this is very smooth from Piskolty. Gets the deceleration done quite early, but now slows the car down, makes sure he get all of that outside zone fulfilled. Pushes as far as he can to the end of the circuit, and the Hungarian driver getting the job done.
I'll tell you what, Dave, underrated run of the day.
900 horsepower in this M2, had a fire knock him out of competition in Hungary, had a bad year with mechanical failures. When he's running and he's gunning, he's ready to take down anybody. So let's see what happens here as Marco Zakouril, he's flying off the start line here.
Yeah, he certainly is. I think the use of this momentum is what is going to carry a lot of these guys into higher scores. Look at this, Zakouril smooshes the back end of that BMW 2 Series into the wall now. Zakouril looks to fire through that inside zone and gets the job done. That's a beautiful line from Zakouril. Look down at the handbrake, sets himself up. Oh, a little wobble there, a little heavy on the wall for Zakouril, but nevertheless stays in it, stays committed. As Marco Zakouril now looks for this line through the centre of the circuit. Absolutely beautiful as he goes for the transition, dials on the angle, tries to use the angle to slow the car down. It does a little bit too much, but he makes it work. As Zakouril back on the throttle once again into this last outside zone, across the line. Lovely job there from Marco Zakouril.
Really good. On Lauri Heinonen, who sits in 31st position in qualifying with no points from qualifying right now. He's got to get himself up the order. He has got a massive lead in the championship, but McKeever and Deane are now clawing away at it. Can Heinonen step up when he needs to if he wants to be champion?
Well, he has to do it. He has to get himself in that top four and battle it out this evening here in the qualifying showdown. He fires in, he's absolutely on point as he runs the back end of that S13 along the wall, and it's nice on that inner zone. It's not as nice on that inner zone as he flicks it back across the circuit. It's a little tentative. He holds on to it, but he gets himself into that zone. Now he works the back end of that carbon fibre S13 into the groove, into the wall, and it's a lovely line. But can he get to the outside zone 5? Of course he can. He transitions, he creates that perfect arc. He's on throttle nice and early. He's on a lovely line. It's good angle. He's flexing the bodywork. He's not taking it off. He's just showing off to the judges as he crosses the line.
Big run. Touch.
That's the man from the Netherlands. Clint van Oort sits on the line in this Nissan 200SX S14A 2JZ, 880 horsepower. I went down earlier and said condolences to the back end of this car because after this weekend there won't be one, as Clint van Oort now flicks this yellow S14 in to that first outside zone. Look at this, already into the wall is Clint van Oort as he hammers down the throttle, looks for this transition and gets it timed perfectly. Very nice line through as Clint van Oort gets to the wall very early. Can he make it stick? He certainly can, as Clint van Oort holds onto it, puts the back bumper right to the edge of the circuit as he comes through now, through the middle, looks for that transition and times it absolutely beautifully as Clint van Oort now finds that line, flexes the spoiler, starts to take the spoiler apart on the wall as he looks for the final outside zone. A little dab of the foot brake and across the line.
It's a very good run, and you know what, I actually expected Clint to put that heavier in. So I'm imagining with a 91 from his first run, Peter Wiecek probably pretty safe for top 32 action, but I think he's going to try and go top here. Yeah, I think he's going for the big one.
He will know what the championship means for a lot of these guys at the moment, and he'll want to upset the apple cart, so he knows if he can get into that top four and get into that qualifying showdown, he could do a little bit of an upset here, and here we go. He flicks the car from left to right, right to the edge of the circuit. He goes into the outside zone, and look at this from Wiecek as he gets right to the edge of the outside zone now, picks up that inner zone, comes through, nice line, picks up that inner zone, nice transition back on the handbrake, slows that car down perfectly into this long outside zone, just dabbing the foot brake, not doing too much, not flexing the back end off the wall, just into the zone where the judges want to see it, into that touch and go right to the edge of the circuit, creates a perfect arc as he looks for this outside zone and a big wobble. That's the only mistake we can see as he gets to that second to last outside zone. Into the final one he goes, flexes the tail light and across the line. Trying to calm the nerves as much as possible is Kevin Pesur, the Estonian driver, sits on the line. Well, he won round one in Spain, in Valencia, and hasn't had a sniff at a podium since. Can he do it again? Can he get one more before the end of the season? Well, here he goes off the line in this BMW 2 Series, a brand new build for 2024. And Kevin Pesur absolutely came out of the blocks flying as he now starts to work his way through these two inner zones. And look at the way he's made that car transition through that inner zone. There's textbook from Kevin Pesur. Gets to this outside zone nice and early, absolutely hammering the rev limiter, and you can see he keeps the back end out of danger, throws a little bit more angle at it, trying to look for this touch and go, this outside zone right to the edge of the circuit. Now fires back across, lovely line into this second to last outside zone, carries the angle, doesn't slow the car too much. He's on the foot brake. Judges will be scoring him down for that, but nevertheless, it's absolutely beautiful from Kevin Pesur.
He has to try and get at least a, if I'm not mistaken, a 92 or more here. The machine has to be the machine. And he's running the wall on the way in. I didn't even know why he would do that. He's going for it.
Yeah, he is going for it. Look at this, he gets to that outside zone nice and early. Back bumper glued to the wall, big angle as he follows it round now, picks up that inside zone. He goes for a nice transition, very close to the wall. And James Deane is on an absolute flyer. He knows he needs this one. He wants those championship points. They know that Heinonen isn't feeling rock steady when it tags the wall. A little wobble from Deane. He's being a little bit too aggressive right now as the Irishman comes through the centre of the circuit. A big flick. Can he get the job done? He sets himself up beautiful for the second to last outside zone. And Deane absolutely wants this. You can see in the driving, he's aggressive as he puts the tail light on the wall across the line. He's 32nd place qualifier.
But he's still in the show. So is McKeever, so is Deane. That's how the championship sits. We'll be back to the line. Norwegian, fresh off the podium in Hungary, is Tor Arne Kvia. There is his fans. See what he can do. He's going very wide here. Yeah, he is going very wide, but he shallows it up to make sure he gets that nice line into this outside zone. Look at this from Kvia. Doesn't damage the back end this time as Kvia keeps it clean now. Looks for that transition, goes for the wall, and a little flex, pops the headlight out of the car. And I can see Kevin O'Connor making notes on his notepad out of the corner of my eye. And I hope he's not marking him down because that was phenomenal from Kvia. And so is this line in that outside zone. Kvia doing a sterling job, but it's upset the line into that little touch and go. The outside zone 5. He comes back now. Second to last outside zone in sight for Kvia, flexes the back end but not too much damage once again as Kvia goes for that final outside zone and across the line once again. Because if he gets himself into the showdown and gets those points, it's the only way he can stay in the fight. Well, he has to top qualify. If he qualifies less than Lauri Heinonen or James Deane, he's out of the run. Yeah. So this is huge for McKeever here. Yeah. All it to be done in one run. Yeah, he has to go big. This has to be a 93.5 or more. And here he goes off the line, through the gears, down, and he's into the outside zone. It's very nice so far from McKeever. He's into that zone now. Picks up that front zone, look for a nice transition. Not too close to the wall, and it's not. It's absolutely textbook as McKeever now gets himself into outside zone 4, right close to the wall, up and into the zone he goes, on the throttle, a little bit of left foot braking, but not too excessive. You can see the car still moving with pace throughout the circuit. Goes for that nice transition, a big arc, and he sets himself up beautiful for the second to last outside zone. A little wobble on the steering wheel, but he keeps a hold of it as McKeever goes for the last outside zone. Onto the wall he goes, and across the line. It's absolutely stunning. That's a big run, and he's done everything.